Hey everybody, welcome into this segment of Black Spring with Autumn. Hope you guys are doing well on your Friday night. I'm back. I'm returning back to you from earlier. I apologize for the inconvenience on that, but happy to be here as always. Hope you've had a great week. And the title of this stream is Sowing Seeds. So at this particular point in time, I think we're seeing some actions across the country, which, I don't want to say that, I don't want to call it people are waking up, but they're curious now. At least people are curious and they're thinking, what's going on, what's happening here. And you're starting to see the lines. You're starting to see more. You're seeing people from both sides. You're starting to see a spectrum of Americans speaking up for their civic liberties and freedoms. I heard a term from a rally earlier today that they basically were flipping it. They were like, instead of saying stay safe, they're saying stay free. So I thought that was pretty refreshing, and it's right on. I think it's right on it's the sentiment of a free people. It's the spirit of a free people that's being, people are, for the lack of a better word, if I can figuratively say, they are ready to, unchain themselves, and they're ready to do that. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining me on this segment of Black Spring. As always, it's always great to have you in. So, and once more, I started off earlier with a quote, and I did this Timothy Snyder Lessons on Tyranny. It's entitled On Tyranny, not Lessons on Tyranny, but it's quote on tyranny, end quote, and they're lessons from the 20th century. And there's a lesson that we started with on yesterday. So I might open up with that one just for a second. I'm going to just open up with that lesson. And for those of you that are regulars on Black Spring, I will be making an exclusive announcement for next week. So please stay tuned and keep tapping into the community tab, in which there you will find specifics on what's coming to Black Spring. It's going to be maybe even I may even be able to create a calendar of events so that you can stay in the know. So just for starters, okay, so I just wanted to just open this one up with lesson 8, if you will, like lesson 9. So lesson 9 is entitled, let's see, lesson 9 is what we're going to do this time around. Lesson 9 is entitled, Be Kind to Our Language. And it opens up, avoid pronouncing the phrases everyone else does. Think up your own way of speaking, even if only to convey that thing you think everyone is saying. Make an effort to separate yourself from the internet. Read books. It's pretty powerful. It's a very auspicious time that we have to do that. As a free people, we still can think. We still have the power to shape our own thoughts. We still have the power to give things life and to create our own thoughts, and to be clear to be able to discern or to distinguish different ambiguous situations. Yes, taking a look, into, and especially looking back at history, you're able to do, there's a lot of, ambiguous histories or historical events or, places in time. So that's important. It's important to do. And the earlier, that's, if you have kids, I encourage you to do it earlier. The sooner you start, the better, because I think people are kind of getting the gist that, you can't really rely on the public to educate, to fully educate. Yeah, it's like we don't really, I think that's important also in these times, that we realize that we should be more vanguard and more authors of, what we want kids to know, our own individual kids. Not that I have any, but that you have a responsibility in that. So that's it's a very important lesson there. This particular lesson gives you suggestions on things that you can read. I wouldn't say that, of course, this is not material for, no, I wouldn't say. Even the most advanced reader, maybe not, but I think you could probably still, you could still teach a lesson to your child based on some of the same kinds of principles, what to read, help guide them in things to read. Of course, there are things that we like to read, but then there are also readings that teach us other skills, other concepts, or expand our lot for either social constructs or just being able to to gain have your own perception, or healthy thought, and not limited. So I remember I gave a bit of an anecdote on a previous stream about, I think most kids don't like to read because they're not really being challenged, or they're not really being taught. They're not being taught to think, and they don't realize how much thinking actually goes into the things that are into valuable things. They write papers every day, or they write a book report. I've heard so many times when I was growing up as a kid, oh, I gotta write book report, or write the book report. But okay, the relevance, of course, of the book report is to know what the heck happened in the book, know what the book is about. But then there's another side of it. Hi, Nacon Shop. How are you? I missed your live stream, the last one. I came in late, but I will not miss another one this weekend. I will get in another live stream. How are you? Thanks so much for coming in. If you could hit that like bell, I appreciate it. You're the only one in for now, and hey, I have to make note of that, because I do have a loyalty program that I've started, and it's going to be based on those who come into the show. So I have to take down your name. Nacon, do you mind if I ask, where are you from? Are you in the U.S., Nacon? You're the first one in today. And that's actually quite good, because that shapes, on Sunday, I will announce a new set of playlist of the week. So you'll be, come on in anytime. So you're getting your hat in right now for the playlist of the week. It's good. It's good to know. I'm glad you're doing well. You always have great music and great vibes on your show, on your streams. So shout out to you, Nacon Shop. If anybody else is lurking around and not sure if you're coming in, but go ahead and come in and honk the horn or just hit the bell or come on in. We're open. So yeah, but I was just saying, back to my my opening is, pertaining to the lesson number 9 was that, it's always, I was always impressed by other kids that had such a, not only did they have it's not that a kid knows everything. Nobody knows everything, but there were always kids that knew a lot about a lot of different things. But then I will tell you that those kids were also the higher, had the highest academic scores. So I think it's important to, kind of find out who your kids are, or kind of let them find out who they are, or the earlier the better, because they will be more inspired to, just kind of start to shape. They'll start to want to shape, the types of conversations that they have, or it'll be easier to have the depth. Oh my gosh, Nikon, you are just you were just one-upping yourself. I really appreciate it. Hello. Hi, Cooking Inamo. How are you doing? I appreciate that. Thanks so much for coming in. And so yeah, where was it? You guys, shout out to you, Nacon Shop and Cooking Inamo. I appreciate you guys for coming in. If you guys hit your like bell, and I appreciate that. But what I was talking about was generally just, language is huge. It's a part of communication. It's not just a part of communication, but it also shapes, reading shapes the thoughts, or it sharpens, it makes you sharper. Your perceptions become sharper, and you can convey things, and you can imagine how another person is conveying things, or you might be able to consider more than that they're conveying something in more than one way if they just read books and create that communication, create that language. Just avoid pronounce. And then it also says, the first thing in here says, avoid pronouncing the phrases everyone else does. I always found it interesting for somebody to be able to talk to one person and they call something one thing, and then I go talk to somebody else and then they refer to it as another. And eventually I get to choose which one was most effective to me. I'm doing well enough. Thank you so much, Cooking Inamo. So yeah, but then the thing about it is, the bad thing about it is when you don't hear those different perspectives and you don't hear that other language, then you're stuck. Then you'll definitely you'll have a smaller lot when it comes to conveying things. And yeah, just expressing yourself. And hi, Newman Outdoors. How are you doing? Thank you so much for coming in on your Friday. Just decided to pop back in. I was in earlier. And I appreciate you guys for coming in. Thank you so much. Shout out to Newman Outdoors. Shout out to Cooking Inamo, and shout out to Nacon Shop. It is Friday, and I think I might even kick off a few tunes. I started out with a bit of a Vicky Bazil. How are you? Thank you so much for coming in. You guys could hit that like, subscribe, or share button, or whichever one. Even the share button is even better. I realize it's a Friday night, but sometimes we have fun on this is a chill stream. Let's see. Newman Outdoors says, I work second shift. Miss a lot on YouTube. Well, I will say this. you know, this channel is here until somebody yanks it down. You know, you've got to hang out here. You've certainly got to hang out here. So, but yes, and by the way, I am going to be putting a flyer together for next week. I am trying, it's going to be an exclusive interview next week, and I'm going to be putting that out by the weekend. I think I will know, you know, if it's possibly going to be a pre-recorded interview, but I think you might be interested in you might be interested in the interview and the guest. So I will announce the special guest next week, and I will also tell you when that show will air, or I'll be telling you when that show will air, or whether or not it will air live. So things coming up on Black Spring, and I appreciate you guys for being here and being supportive as you have been. I mean, this has been a journey that I kind of stumbled onto, and I thank you guys for being a part of it. And thank you for hitting that like, subscribe, and share button. So just 1 second here. We'll get some tunes going. And we'll move on to a bit of a story. Shout out to everyone. Actually, I'll put the link in the bottom as well. I'll put the link in here, you know, just in case anybody wants to come up. And a big Mayday to you guys. And actually, if you want to share how you spent your Mayday, come on up. Thanks so much, everybody, for coming in. Soon I'll be kicking off something here for you. Shout out to everybody that's come in, Cooking Inamo. Shout out to you. Shout out to Newman Outdoors. Shout out to Nikon Shop. And shout out to Vicky Brazil. It's always great to have you guys here, especially on a Friday. It's like you coming in and you're winding down. You're winding down with me. In some ways. Had a bit of a May Day here in California. It's actually going to be tomorrow. There's actually going to be another rally tomorrow. So the energy is revving up. Oh, enjoy cooking in a mo. Salamat po. Enjoy. Lunchtime sounds good. Hi, Keith the Faith. Come on in. Just a little bit of a hangout. You guys can hit that like button or share button. DJ, nice to see you. Yeah, if you're not, come on in and enjoy. You know, we're just hanging out. I do have the link in the description box. The box. And it has been a very hi, Snapzilla Gorilla. Shout out to you. How's your May Day? Your May Day, or the week, your end of the May Day. Thanks so much for coming in. Shout out to Snapzilla Gorilla. Shout out to Keith the Faith. Shout out to DJ Vision Barnett. Shout out to Cooking Inamo. Shout out to Newman Outdoors, Vicky Brazil, and Nacon Shop. Hello, welcome aboard.
What's up? Let me go ahead. I thought I muted this. Hold on. Okay. What's going on?
You know, not a ton right now. You know, it was an interesting May Day.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Snapzilla. Said it's great. Got a lot of sun today. Good for you. Good for you, Snapzilla Gorilla.
Very healthy. You got vitamin D.
Yeah, so what I was witnessing earlier was I did do a little stream earlier, and I
double standard.
No. I did.
I peeped into it.
I got a little bit of the Sacramento protest today. They did arrest some ladies.
Oh, okay.
And
I seen it.
I did stream some of it. I streamed it when it was live as much as I could. Then I had to get off. I had a little bit of an emergency. But then there's another. I think there's more protests tomorrow. I think in another area. So they're revving it up. It's not. These protests aren't going to go away. I've you know, some of my resources are telling me they're definitely we're probably going to rev up for probably a month too. We're already talking June filled protests and rallies coming. Keeping them coming. So yeah, but you can see the reaction to when you see more of a conservative kind of, when you see a conservative rally or protest, and then versus an opposition. Can I say a controlled opposition? But I think people are starting to come together. I think Americans are starting to. I think the delineations are going to stop. They're going to draw down. It's going to be such a thin line. It's like, this is one cause, people. We're free people. We're a free people. So I think it's going to get down to one cause, and you know, that's where the impact is going to be made. Yeah, I saw liberals. I saw, you know, what do you want to call conservatives or Republicans? I saw libertarians. I saw and you know, the full spectrum at that rally today. And it's only, people are curious. I don't know if people will say, oh, well, people are waking up. Well, something is happening. Something is happening, and they're at least curious. So it's time that, you know, you're going to start sowing seeds. You know,
I mean, right now, well, no tensions are getting high because at work it was just a crazy busy day at work. Now raining, everybody wants to come in. A lot of people are emotional, extreme.
Emotional.
Seriously, I got cussed out just for doing my job. And I wasn't even involved in the situation. I didn't come into work, and it was just a mess. Let's just put it that way. But a lot of people got a whole bunch of anxiety, man, and
Well, I think people are going to start coming. I think a lot more. I think I'm starting. If I'm not
I was
mistaken,
cool.
I think things are starting to open up. I actually think I'm starting to seem like, wait, there's a little bit more oomph in this traffic right now.
Oh yeah, things are
More
definitely starting to
people
open up.
are like, hey, did I just see the dry cleaners open? It's
Yeah,
like, hey, it's like, you know,
mom,
it's starting. They're popping up like Pop Tarts right
mom and
now.
mom and pop shops opening up.
So it's yeah, we'll see. I mean, like but I don't think it's my imagination. Not completely. I don't. Hi, Boss Chick One. Thank you guys for coming in. Yeah, because it just seems that I'm seeing more things. Like almost one by one. If you certainly if you see like if you see a Target open, and then the next minute you see people standing in front of the dry cleaners, or like, hey, I didn't know that was open, or
Yeah. The
so
funniest thing to me is as the businesses open up. Okay, they got the precautions, 10 people at a time. But then you got some people that basically say you're doing that's not the right thing to do is open your business. But people, you can't just you gotta feed yourself. Like seriously, half of these
well,
businesses are private owned businesses, especially dry cleaners.
hang on one second. Shout out to Old Head Deuce. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome everybody in. If you could hit that like button and
Oh, dude.
anything you got, we'll take it. If you're driving by, honk the horn and keep rolling. You know.
Give me three honks, and I know you're here.
So yeah, I appreciate all the presence there. But yeah, so I'm starting to see more. I'm just thinking, why drizzle this thing? Why, do I say drizzle? But I think, yeah, even of course the opening beaches and parks and that kind of a bit up. But I think, I'm starting to see more people running, and more people are. The warmer it gets, people are not going to be able to stay cooped up.
Well, to be honest, the people been running. They were never able to stop people from running because they have other than past 8 o'clock, but they have said that running is essential because it's exercise, and if they see you exercising in public, as long as you're not in a condensed area filled with a bunch of people, it's okay. Because a month ago I seen a bunch of people running in Virginia, just jogging and on their bikes, you know. But then I go, this ain't social distancing because you gotta cross each other on the sidewalk. But hey, they're not stopping them, you know.
I don't think that's gonna. I don't think that's. I think the walls are gonna come down on that.
Yeah.
And people are not. Nobody's out with a tape measure. Nobody's doing that.
Oh,
You know, on these protests,
you cross somebody on a bike. Oh, gotta lock you up.
the people at the protest that I saw today, I don't think any of those people were wearing masks.
Exactly. Exactly. At least when people were in the daggone Capitol, all of them had some kind of mask.
Hang on just a second. I got a comment from Old Head Deuce. Thank you so much. He says, I don't think going back to the way things were is going to work. I don't. I mean, I think that I think people are gonna push. Is what I'm saying. I'm thinking people are gonna try. They're gonna try to get as close to some
Normal.
level of before as they can. I mean, but I understand what you mean. Like, you're not that density kind of culture
Right. We're
is
not gonna
probably
be
already
all jam
watered
packed.
down.
We're not gonna be jam packed anymore, but as far as anytime soon.
like watering it down, and because I'm telling you, I actually had to go out to an actual hospital today, and they had a tent. It's, I don't know, is the tent for the crowd disease inflicted, and then this over here. I'm like, I can't go in that ER room. No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go in there, because they were just too close together. Like, you're not really. You're setting, this is not success. You're setting people up. You got two lines right here that are so close together. You're saying, oh, these people go here and these people go there. But, if somebody actually gets sick, are you going to just throw them all in the same pile and say, oh, yeah, that headache you had, that nosebleed you had, that was actually the crowd disease?
Hey, he did it when we had the flu. Everybody was in a waiting room. We'll call on you in a second.
They were like, oh yeah, it's supposed to be crowd disease free, but we can't guarantee. No, you can't guarantee anything. No, you never have been able to. So, Pammy Clyde, she says, hey ladies and gents. And Old Head Deuce says, I bounced to a less populated area with less restrictions.
Good. I think that's a good thing.
Whoa. Pammy Clyde's on it, because I'll tell you, I did see an interview. Pammy Clyde's remark is, the plan is the mark of the beast chip tracking. Yes, because I think I remember there was a press conference, of course. They're talking about tracking, not just vaccines.
Everyone.
Tracking.
Everyone, to make sure that you're socially doing what we say.
So I'm thinking you'll never have a moment to yourself,
Forget your freedom. Forget about it.
You'll never.
They already got drones out, just flying around.
So yeah, I just don't know how it's going to come. I don't know how it's going to come about. I don't know. Let's see. Old Head Deuce is chatting. But yeah, I do think that.
I used to work at NBC, by the way. I think they're already chipped, to be honest.
I think they're going to just keep.
I'm just being honest with you.
Keep revving it up. Yeah. I think some of these people are the last. Yeah. We're the last
that everyone watches. I used to work there. Yes, I did. So
it's very interesting. So if I get to see any of that, there were actually protests here, but if I get to see any of the north, any of the other protests, I will put it on. Because I knew about the one today on some level, but just never. I didn't think I was going to get to see any of it live. That's what I didn't get to see. Didn't think so. And Old Head Deuce says, "Here's the cold part. You got to buy them."
What are we buying?
Chips? We can make you buy your own chip. Is it going to be? What do you think they're going to do? Like, it's going to be like the iPhone. They're going to offer it in a few different colors.
Well, in my eyes, I thought they were going to do what they said they were going. Shoot, I don't know where that came from. Said they were going to do years back and make your children get the chip based on because they're already saying if we suspect your child was contacted with somebody who was a COVID patient, then we have the right to quarantine your child. Basically, go to your house and quarantine your child, and take your child. Basically, it's just.
Yeah, that's just it. But to me, this is a power grab. Every angle of it, Okay, so we're gonna go from the crowd disease down to vaccines, and then from there, that's going to lead to tracking, and then from there, what's after that?
Yep, everybody who's anti-vax is gonna get just ridiculed and just.
Well, that's that's what I'm saying. It looks like we're just up for a year of resistance. It's a year of resistance on the way. Like, it's already underway, but But it was nice to see that there was less fighting and that there wasn't, people they weren't fighting each other on this.
Yeah,
We
physically.
didn't get the other, because I think they started to realize, if anybody loses their freedoms, then we're all losing. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
That's something that we just keep trying to fight every single day, all across the country. You seen yesterday, they went inside the Capitol. I mean, in Michigan. I mean, people are willing to die for their freedom alone
Here it
and
is.
their rights.
We've got Pammy Clyde. They are trying to make it look like the HLPN. They're helping us. And I saw a leaked vid for their meeting with Bill G. Bought
Bill
into a
Gates.
few things that the
I mean, but Bill
this
Gates basically
MD-19
owns medical community. So yeah,
make them scared, frightened, take away their meaning of living, and they did. They
yeah.
did it.
Bill Gates owns
Wow, that's pretty.
vaccine.
That's awesome. That's pretty amazing that you made that connection there. It is. I mean, I'm just saying, it's just going to be a matter of, just it's just fighting things, just fighting all year, just fight, you know, just fight, 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 fight.
Yep, them against each other, they'll go crazy. They'll go nuts.
So, yeah. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So I guess, like I said, I mean, and then I guess if I find out about things, I can let you guys know. But I guess, I mean, all over the country. I guess were there other rallies in the country today?
Um,
There were rallies in your area?
oh, not in my area.
Yep.
But I do have something to share, real quick. And this happened yesterday. Yesterday and a day. Yesterday. Yesterday.
Okay, cool. Whatever you got.
Let me know if
I was just looking at something. Ooh, we are so reduced on that. Okay. But yeah, whatever you have, I'm sure it'll be interesting. Shout out to Sweet Tooth 003. Shout out to you. Old Head Dude says that house party in Chicago. That's interesting. I'm not familiar with that.
yeah,
Two
I am
shapes.
sharing it, but I don't know if you gotta I think you gotta click on it or something.
Okay, hold on. Oh wow. Okay, I'm just looking at, so I'll go ahead and put up here just 1 second. I just needed to check something here. Sorry for the delay, guys. Okay. All right, so I'll go ahead and share. I'm gonna share this one. Shout out to Pammy Clyde says, I didn't come up with that on my own. Saw vids of their conferences directly from the people in their hidden vids. They put 5G already in my Nana's building. Old Head Deuce says 1,000 people showed up at a Chicago house party. Whoa. Shout out to all from Lolo Gold. Thank you, Lolo Gold TV. Shout out to you. And Pammy Clyde says, we feel like we are being microwaved from the inside out. From head to toe.
Well,
Oh my gosh, Pammy Clyde. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see some. Does anybody have any extra videos on the 5G? So whenever you're ready.
all righty then.
This guy looks.
It is no longer permitted to buy, sell, transport, import, or use military-grade assault weapons in this country. to protect law-abiding gun owners from criminal liability until they can take steps to comply with this new law. There will be a 2-year amnesty period, and we will legislate fair compensation.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you don't have a constitutionally protected right. One man can unilaterally make a decision about how you choose to protect your life without your input. This is the same man whose government, whose laws failed to stop the thief maker from illegally acquiring firearms and then killing 22 people. Right now, Trudeau and the entire Canadian government should be apologizing to the people of Nova Scotia because they failed to protect the people that depended on them for their safety. Instead of taking responsibility for the failure of the government like a true leader should, he's blaming it all on a tool that we don't even know was used. If an AR-15 was used, trust and believe that they would be parading this detail nonstop. This guy didn't even get the guns from Canada. He smuggled them in from another country. And when a cop did arrive, he killed the poor woman and took her gun. Is Trudeau going to ban cops from having guns so that criminals can't take them from cops now? The type of gun had nothing to do with this. He killed 9 of the 22 people with fire. He went door to door and shot the others. He didn't need an AR-15 to do this. He could have easily done this with a shotgun or a handgun. Hell, he might have actually did use a handgun, but we don't know because they won't tell us. This is a power grab. This has nothing to do with safety. Trudeau is using the failure of the existing gun laws to justify implementing more gun laws that wouldn't have even stopped this from happening in the first place, but yet he's using this shooting to push for more laws. And no, you can't just say, oh, he's just trying to ban the military-style gun. He even admits he'll be looking to do the same thing with handguns.
Prime Minister, regarding the new gun measures, can you confirm if you plan to ban all military all automatic rifles, and why not look at banning handguns? They are causing more deaths in Canada every year.
It's saying automatic,
Today
semi-automatic.
Forward with
BRB watching your post,
military-style
Autumn.
weapons.
Cool. Thanks so much,
We
Bell
have,
Time. Hang
established
on one second,
criteria
BJ. We'll be right back. It'll be
cover
1
1,500
minute, 1.5 minutes.
Right.
You guys keep going. I'll be right back.
All right. But appreciate you guys for checking in. All your Second Amendment news and laws on my channel. DJ Vision Barnett. DEJAY Vision Barnett. BARNETTE. And definitely check me out. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and stay safe and protect your families first. Your body is a temple of God. So is your house, if you believe so.
All right. I'm back. Oi.
All right.
Actually, yeah, keep going. I'm just going to reheat the coffee for a second.
models and variants of those guns that are in Canada or available to Canadians. This will make sure that we have safer communities as of today and in the months and years.
You have no way to defend yourself against
At the same time,
none.
there is more to do on strengthening gun control. We made significant commitments to
Shout out to
Canadians
everybody.
in 2015.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
Move forward on them in the last mandate, and we're continuing to move forward on the commitments to strengthen gun control in this country, including allowing cities and municipalities the ability to restrict the use of handguns. These are things that we will move forward on.
You can't have a hand
in the coming months,
even though people want to.
But after all that, here's the kicker: he's going to confiscate the people of Canada's guns and make them pay for it. Where do you think they're going to get the money to pay for all the buybacks? Taxes. A buyback is nothing more than the government using the money the people paid in taxes to buy back the people's guns at a much lower price than what the people paid for them in the first place. And after this, all they have to do is increase the tax rate for the amount they spent on the buyback, and the money the people were paid for their guns will go right back to the government. Come to think of it, as brilliant if you're a tyrant. And here's the beautiful thing for all you Americans who love the idea of a gun registration and say it'll never be used to confiscate guns. All of the guns that are now banned are all guns that are required to be registered in Canada. So the government knows exactly where to go to take the guns if they don't sell them back. The people of America need to wake up and pay attention. Canada was gifted their independence, which means it can be taken back. The U.S., on the other hand, fought for its independence. So we know firsthand the dangers of unilateral oppression. And because of this, they enshrined our right to bear arms in our Constitution to prevent what Trudeau is unilaterally doing in Canada right now. Yet we still have people willing to simply give away these rights in the name of fake safety.
Shut up,
For crying out loud, people, stop doing this because it's not worth it. Right now, there's a culture war against the Second Amendment, which is why I need your help spreading our message to counter their message. You can help do this by leaving a comment, sharing this video, and clicking the bell and subscribe button. Let my voice be your voice, and let them know you want to keep America tactical, because the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed wasn't a suggestion. It was a directive. Also, if you're wondering where
I got one of my t-shirts, so anyway. But yeah, definitely. That was the news. And I appreciate you, Keith the Faith. Appreciate you. You're right. And you're aware of things. I see you're aware. You don't close your eyes for a second. You're not asleep.
Very cool. That's a great great post. You're right. You were talking, when you look at the governments, I think that the U.S. has the most unique founding in the whole world. And that's, and at one point it was sustainable, but with the things that are going on right now, it's not going to be sustainable if this trend of tyrants and draconian measures and if all this stuff keeps up, if it keeps going, if they
I found something new. It definitely was a huge, gigantic dollar. I gotta figure out.
But I also think people are opening up. They're open to hear what somebody wants to say. I think they've been closed otherwise previously, but things are getting, it's getting close to home now, right?
Speaking of close to home. You're in California, right?
Yep, for now.
Yeah, well, I got an update for you. Give me a second. On your laws in your jurisdiction.
Let's see. Okay. But yeah, shout out to everybody for coming in to this segment. I'm going to do a couple of shout outs from the top. Nacon Shop, shout out to you. Cooking Inamo. We had Newman Outdoors.
Got it. Found it.
Keith the Faith. Old Head Deuce. I think Snapzilla Gorilla was here earlier.
Yeah, he was.
Tammy Clyde.
Hey, cooking
003
in the mold. I know her.
Lolo.
I follow her. I watch her stuff. She's
Lolo,
cool.
shout out to you. Thanks so much for coming in, guys. So do you want to put this one up now?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so we've got this one from Guns and Gadgets. Looks like.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your premier source for Second Amendment news. Friday, May 1st is upon us.
1 second, hold on. Keith the Face says, I became a member of the GOA this year. He says, these fools are nuts, but not stupid.
Right. They're not dumb. They just are crazy. That's two differences. You can be crazy and intelligent. Like a mad scientist.
Okay, keep going there. Sorry he missed a lot because he was working. No worries.
No worries.
Pick up where you left off is how we do it.
Before we get into the news, I want to thank GunPro Deals for sponsoring the channel. Without them, this would be so much more difficult. Check them out online. It's very easy to find. You can Google GunPro Deals. I can't put the link down below because of communism. But they are like the super Walmart that is open 24/7 for those of us who are in the realm of shooting and firearms and stuff like that. Chances are they have what you're looking for at a price that might be too good to turn up. So check them out. Thank you, Nate and the crew, for standing by us. I also want to give a quick shout out to our patrons of the channel here. You are the lifeblood. You're the infrastructure of this channel, and you definitely play a huge, important role at keeping this afloat. So thank you all. If you're considering jumping in to help the channel, the Patreon link that is down below. Thank you all for your time and your support. Let's go over to California. California is a state like all others who are totalitarian, communist, Nazi regime-like, tyrannical when it comes to anything related to guns. So we're going to talk about the red flag. Now, different states call them different things. They call them red flag. They call them extreme risk protection orders. They call them extreme violence protection orders. Or in California, you have them called gun violence restraining orders. But they're all the same thing. They all strip away a constitutionally guaranteed right at the whim of another without due process, without you being able to stand in front of the court and defend yourself, not allowing you to confront your accusers. And in some cases, in some states, you never get to know who your accuser is. So California's red flag is much like other states that have them, in which, law enforcement can petition a judge and they say, look, Your Honor, this person said this about this gun holder, this gun owner, and we just wanted you to know about it. And the judge can say, you know what, this person, even though he might never have a record, might have never done anything wrong, we're going to take the whim of that other person, which we're not going to vet, and we're going to use it to strip this person of their rights unconstitutionally, no due process. So go ahead, servant, take that person's property, which they will. And in some states, that can last for quite a long time. But that ex parte hearing part, which you don't get to go to, it's a secret hearing.
Yep.
That in some states goes, they have like 10 days before you actually get a hearing. We can go in front of a judge and try to defend yourself, but they don't, offer you your right to counsel. Figure that one out. In California, they have 21 days. So the day that you're stripped of your rights is day one, and they have 20 days from then to get you into court so that you can go in front of a judge. And that is 3 weeks of a constitutional abiding citizen being stripped of their constitutionally guaranteed civil right of the ability to defend themselves and keep and bear arms. Just because, no legal reason, just Michael Bloomberg paid us well, and we think you shouldn't have guns. So that's how it has been since California rushed to put them in 2 years ago. Now, this year in January, California said, you know what, we take guns from people like candy. That's not good enough. We want to expand this. And in January of 2020, they included more people that could petition the court for this unconstitutional order. Like I said before, it used to just be law enforcement and the judge. And California had to include others, such as employers and teachers, and in some cases, coworkers. So basically, everybody around you can conspire to get your rights stripped if they really wanted to in California. And that was cool with them. The people, how they feel. They didn't want to have to vote for that at all. They just do that stuff. Well, let's bring that back to what's going on right now in California. Of course, now we have the whole viral apocalypse that's going on, and everybody's afraid of melting in public, and fresh air and sunlight will, burn everybody off. So California says, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity because we have fear embedded in everybody that we can extend things without really any kickback or doing anything in the legislature, which is required for law. We'll just have our lackey, the Attorney General, Xavier Becerra, do it for us. So that's what happened. Xavier Becerra, you've heard his name before on this channel because he's getting sued like crazy. He was the focal point of a lawsuit that turned into Freedom Week for banning standard capacity magazines.
Oh, I remember.
He was just in a lawsuit last week for the ammo ban. And he's in a multitude of lawsuits because that dude's about as unconstitutional as King George himself. But I digress into what he did. He, at the stroke of a pen, extended the 21-day buffer that they have to rob you of your rights before they have to actually tell a judge why they did it. They added 90 days. That's right. They added 3 months because of a virus, not because you as an individual who had your rights taken have exhibited violence and bad tendencies and have gone on a rage of anger fueled violence because of that of whatever instance it was. No, because we're kind of busy right now, and we just want more time to screw you. So we're going to add 90 days. So now you're looking at 110 days plus the day you were jammed up, 111 days. That's almost 4 months. They get to just strip you of your constitutional rights without due process.
About time.
And then have to worry about it at that point after 4 months. That gives them a huge buffer zone. And even if they're wrong, you, the individual, lose your right for no reason and your property, and you might never get it back. There's also cases in San Jose where the government's not giving back guns 7 years later. But you might not get your stuff back, and if it's damaged when you get it back, so be it. It's just the government. That's what they do. It's uncalled for. They can't even defend the thought, but they're doing it anyway. Now, once you go to see a judge and say, Your Honor, this is bullshit, in nicer language, maybe not, the judge can extend that GVRO for 3 months at a time. In order to do that, the same evidentiary level must be met, and it's nothing. I mean, it's minuscule. Basically, you could strip the rights of a banana every 3 months because it's a kangaroo court, and that's just how easy it is. And that was before the viral apocalypse. Now, all the sheeple are cowering in bed, wearing their masks and their gloves, worried about the air that we breathe. Now, thank you to Xavier Becerra, those extensions can be 1 year. So if you're one of those people that think that red flags are okay, and believe me when I tell you, if you read the comments, there are people out there that agree with them. If you're one of those people, now look at how it's progressed. Like I said numerous times here, it would. You
banana rights.
Whatever, insert whatever here, Glock, SIG, whatever it is. You get it taken away because somebody said something because you made them mad on Facebook. You hurt their feelings. Your rights are stripped.
Are you up to
this? Now because the boogeyman flu is out there.
What time is it?
You can lose your right for at least a year. So you have your rights stripped without ever having been convicted of a crime. That, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the reasons we started the revolution. It is unacceptable to lose your rights for a second if you've done nothing wrong, let alone a minute, an hour, a day, a week, 21 days, 110 days, a year, without ever being convicted of a crime. Does that even register to how bad that is? Yet that is your state of California. So apparently one of the things that happened when the COVID-19 came to America is it attached itself to the Constitution of the United States in D.C. behind all that glass at the National Archives.
I can't stand
and it smothered the letters and ate all of the ink off of the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment, the 14th. I should just keep going. But our rights are stripped away because someone sneezed. That's insane. And I'm not downplaying the fact that people are getting sick. What I am saying is that it doesn't matter if one person's sick or not, or if 2,500 people are sick or not.
I appreciate
your rights do not disappear because of we're scared.
Right.
That's California, ladies and gentlemen. And there are groups that are stepping up to fight stuff like that. And one of them is the Firearms Policy Coalition. You can find them at firearmspolicy.org.
Join.
I've heard them on this channel. They're all over the country suing people and doing
also
a hell of a great job. So check them out. I'll have a link to them down below. And don't forget, today is also the day that I'll be watching the Supreme Court. We have 10 cases in front of them for conference. It doesn't mean they're going to be heard today. It means that they're going to make some decisions today. Chances are they're not going to make decisions on all of them because some cases get kicked and punted down the line for a different date for conference, and that'll probably happen today too. But I will be focusing on that, and if there's any cases they take up, or even they decide not to take, I will have a roundup here on the channel. If you're new here, please subscribe to the Guns and Gadgets channel here on YouTube and hit that bell icon next to it so you can get notifications. This is where you'll find all of the news on the Second Amendment, and often it's news that you won't find anywhere else unless you're specifically looking for it. So thank you for your time. I appreciate you all more than you know. Until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, and carry your weapon. Take care, everybody.
And carry your weapon. Oh, my God. Well, there you go.
All right. So thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah. So, I think I think even the Rangers are opening up. Oh gosh. I don't know for how long. I don't know. It just seems like they're touch and go. Like 1 minute they say one thing, and the next minute that's not even the case.
So. Yeah. So what the Rangers are doing, they're doing like two things. If you have any well, I said this yesterday. I'm gonna say it again. If you have any military experience credentials, even if you were past military, ex-military, whatever. If you are law enforcement, ex-law enforcement, if you are in any government organization that allows you to carry a firearm per your job, 3-letter organizations, then you're welcome to shoot. Period. Armed security also. So, and that's it for right now in my jurisdiction, but in Maryland. But that's for right now, and it's only 10 people at a time in the entire 10 customers at a time. They went from 50 to 10. And so yeah, obviously it was a mandate that changed. Yep, but that's in Maryland. I got to figure out what it is for Virginia because I might have to check Virginia out.
I have for an excuse.
Exactly. Which means that you'll be okay. You'll be good.
Well, I think they're running out. They're running on. This thing's gonna run on fumes in a second. You know what I mean? It's already on fumes.
What's good for an XP?
Shout out to everybody in the chat. This is a bit of a chill chat, which I say that about most chats.
Forcing them to live in a fencing community like a camp force stopping.
You went over to Will's.
I went over to Will's with the protest.
I think it's simmered down. There's going to be another one tomorrow about time, and I think Lancaster.
It's going to be a protest every day until people are able to have their own jobs back. Yeah. Farmers are getting the back end of the BS of what's going on. Meat packing plants are triple charging farmers, and they're going to be out of business. They can't do this. Come on, stop. They go through the hard work of slaughtering your animals and cleansing them and cleaning them and pack it and to send them to you from a slaughterhouse for you to package them, and then you overcharge them for the meat. Come on. This is the reason why there's no steaks on the aisles, except for when inventory comes that first 2 days. I know, because I buy steaks by threes in a pack. So I literally, every time I buy steak, I buy at least 9 steaks. At least 9 steaks. 9.
You eat that much red meat?
Yes, I do. But I eat. But I drink I drink a lot of what you call vegetable and fruit cleansing drinks. Like it's usually green drinks, and it usually has at least 2 apples, 2 celeries, it has a bunch of green stuff. But I drink green drinks to cleanse all that mess out of me. And I also have a detox that I'm about to show you. Because I eat so much meat, I need a thyroid cleansing herbal supplement to make sure that I don't get side effects from the meat that I eat. I'll show you 1 second.
Boy.
Yeah. I eat as much red meat as a true caveman, as a true hunter. Yeah, but this is the detox product for your lymph nodes that I use. When you eat red meat, it goes straight to your lymph nodes. Makes you got daggone neck fat if you eat a whole bunch of pork. And this is definitely what you need. This is our signature blend. Lymph nodes. Basically, it cleans your lymph nodes. And yep. And I got this from Morocco, all the way to America. So I definitely have a reliable source of true cleansing products to make sure that you're all well and good. And then you can definitely check out the information and take down the number and all that good stuff for all your natural herbs and everything natural instead of dumping chemicals in your body. This is a better way to go for anyone. Everybody that thinks that, okay, you just eat meat. Okay, if you have a high protein meat diet, this is the way to go. Period. So, all right.
That's nice, like some people, have, there's different nutritional, values depending on your own body. Some people can handle it.
Yeah.
Some people can't. Some people, have deficiencies.
I have deficiencies, so that's one reason why I eat a lot of red meat. I have deficiencies in certain nutritional areas, so I lose weight when I don't eat certain things. Period. I mean, that's just how my body works. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure it out. I gotta dump my body with vegetables just to stay healthy. But anyway.
Keep the Faith has some message. It's on nutritional build there.
Oh, for sure.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. I really appreciate you guys coming out. I'm going to start from the top here real quick.
Gotta go to Maine for brains.
I'm going to start at the top with Nacon Shop. Cooking in a Mo. Newman Outdoors. Vicky Bazil.
Cooking in the Mo. I appreciate you. I really do.
Keep the Faith. Snapzilla Gorilla. Boss Chick #1.
Boss Chick.
Pammy Clyde. Old Head Juice. What do we have? Sweet Tooth 0003. Lolo Gold TV.
All right, Nana.
Yeah, we got some healthy names in the chat.
And check out some good cooking with Cooking in the Mo. I'm saying that myself. They do be cooking.
I'll just sign on. I'll sign on. But I appreciate everybody for coming in. This chat is probably going to go, this stream's probably going to go another 20 minutes.
No problem.
Then, just another 20 minutes. But like I said, we have a little bit of an eventful week. And I think next week will be no less. I guess it's a spring fever. It's a cabin fever.
Cabin fever. Everybody's screaming that.
Cabin fever, screaming. And get your freedom seeds going. I think I started it. But I want to grow something else. I don't know what else grows well in a pot.
I was about to say, just ask me. I was about to say, just ask me. Tomatoes. Okay. I'll be able to tell you 1 second. Hold on. I gotta look up the hydroponic lexicon.
About Time says next week will be interesting. About Time, what are you doing over there? Are you having a glass? Having a glass at About Times. Fun. So yeah, I had let me just give a little bit of this. I covered this a little bit, and I don't like to backtrack too much.
411 different fruits and vegetables you could grow in a bucket.
Like, I don't want to have a bunch of worms in there.
Nah, you ain't gonna get that. Usually they actually come.
I missed this one. I missed this one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, give me a minute. Okay, this is another one. So give me a second here. So I'm gonna share the screen with you. Application. Okay, here we go. Some more SoCal stuff.
I'm gonna show you how to take this old dresser drawer.
Okay, we'll keep him out of the
We're talking about growing.
See? You see how that works?
They are listening. You know they're always listening. He's gonna grow from a dresser drawer.
So let me get it back to the beginning. Folks,
oh man,
10 minutes clip in here.
Oh yeah, they were going off in that protest, man.
I'm seeing. Am I seeing no mask on this one?
Just want to go to work.
Let me make this a little bit wider. This is coming straight out of somebody's phone.
I see. I hope they have an iPhone. It looks like it.
Let me see what happened there. What's happening?
News. Pause.
Oh, I did it. Oh, what a cute little protester. Cute little picture.
Little man.
Got his flag and everything.
Hey, I mess with that. Hey, that's cool. I like that.
Got the parade going on.
Well, it's definitely not 6 feet here.
No, it was literally hundreds of thousands of feet. I don't want to say that, but from the does this look like hundreds of thousands?
Put their kids out.
This is what that is. Does this look like hundreds of thousands? I mean, it's definitely thousands. You know, it's definitely a lot of people.
Got that right. Got some non-essential players in the house. Even I froze up. Let me hang on a second, guys. I'm frozen in emotion.
I see. You're frozen spelling. And she'll be right back after this. They freeze up when we have good content. Period. So we're watching a protest, and
This is San Diego downtown, right in front of all the courthouses, all the justice and everything like that.
That's what you're watching.
Keep showing up. Probably at least several thousand.
It should be on
several thousand.
Going on all over the state: San Francisco, Los Angeles, Orange County, San Bernardino.
San Bernardino.
Gotta open it up, man. Gotta open the businesses up.
Yep. People are starving.
Do the right thing, Newsom. What's in your life?
Exactly. Thank you.
Speaking the language. Oh, they brought out their. They brought out Comic-Con.
That's why I'm wearing my mask now, Eric.
That's full on spirit. Downtown, the gas lamp spirit.
Be careful of them.
But I don't see the cops rolling out there like they were at the Capitol.
Right.
Okay, what's happening again? Who's messing around?
I don't know. I see hackers.
I guess it'll catch up in a second. I'm frozen in time, folks.
Yep.
I'm frozen in time.
I'm watching you also.
Let's see. Hold on. Okay.
Oh, old school. What's going on, old school?
Is he here? See,
old school. My God.
Buffering.
What are we gonna extend it now?
Am I unbuffered? Am I unbuffered yet? Sick of
stream. Oh, he wants the cam up.
Okay.
My guy wants the cam.
Okay, tell him I'll cam him up. Okay, he's asking for the link.
Yep.
You got to give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want, and we're doing good today. Everything's all good, and it's gonna stay all. And it's gonna stay all good. I'm gonna just say that
on Black Spring. I almost said Black Stream. I almost say that.
All is well. All is well.
I don't want to say Black Stream.
Hey, it might end up being a black stream. That's something that's something that old school would say.
Yeah. It's there. It's out there. It's out there in the. It's out there in the streamiverse.
Yep. He has the most funniest
ding,
black
ding,
joke.
ding, ding,
Black.
ding, ding, ding.
Hey.
My God.
You made it.
Yeah.
Welcome to the man in the room full of the motherboard behind his back.
Sorry about earlier, Autumn. I was like literally getting into the stream, and then somebody called me.
Oh yeah.
Then when the call ended, you were off the air already.
Well, I had a bit of an emergency, so I had to get off. But yeah, it was a good stream. I might replay it. From start to finish. But tomorrow, Lancaster's tomorrow. I think they're supposed to. Are they going about time? Are they going to Newsom's house or somebody's house? The mayor's house? They're going to somebody's house.
They need to.
Well, I'm telling you, to be honest, in my jurisdiction, Black Panthers are fully armed and they go to governor's houses. So that doesn't seem so far-fetched.
Really? I'd love to go hang out with them sometime.
Me too, except for they usually go to conservative houses.
I know an ex Black Panther, but I think he's pretty much laying low these days.
Yeah, all of them are laying low these days.
He turned into a security officer. But I'll check it tonight, but I'm pretty sure they're going to Lancaster tomorrow. But I think the whole weekend is probably going to be, I think I'm going to have I'll have a full schedule or full list of what's going on. I talk to my people.
Same here. All protests and armed protests.
Because I think they're already projecting into not just May, but June. The protests are already rolling out.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, civil unrest. As people on the right have kind of understood this concept from the beginning. A lot of the people protesting are actually people, from the left.
Yeah, I saw that in the stream. I'm like, am I seeing some liberals out here?
Exactly. They don't want to be in the house.
Are they smelling the
roses?
Smelling the
kombucha. They're like, oh my God, I'm smelling kombucha all day. I can't keep this up.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I think Will was saying that whoever's place they're going to is already threatening to have them arrested. So, but I don't think they care. Yeah,
not gonna happen. Especially I'm telling you, because it doesn't happen here.
Because they arrested some people today.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
they're still coming out tomorrow. So
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy times. But
I have half an answer to tyranny. Half an answer. Do you want
What is it?
Go
Rule it
ahead.
out.
About time. Hey, you got an upper. You got a new upper.
Finally got it in the mail. My 762 upper.
All right, and I'm still waiting on my
Slow down on the nuance, guys. You're killing me.
Nice. That is
slow down on the boom nuance. You're killing
boomstick. I like that one.
Boomsticks.
And it's a A1 version also. I'm liking that one.
The what?
A1 version. It
comes
what,
with, what you're getting?
No, yours is an A1 version. It comes with a with sites and all that good stuff.
No. I had to buy the site separately.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
I'm all about. This was on discount. I guess nobody wants the classic site, but it's good. Hey, it's good work. I will get it.
It works up to 200-300 yards.
But you know what? The good news is I think the range said that people can come up and people can come out and actually shoot, like starting
and like your jurisdiction.
Like after the first, they can come out.
After the first. Yep, there you go. After the first.
So maybe I don't know. Like, we'll see what happens. They need to get their stock game up because they didn't have a lot the other day.
Yeah, almost all gun places are sold out of most of the things that they project and show.
Good for California. Good for California. And the problem with some of those gun shops is actually the problem with a lot of small businesses is they're good at what they do. They're good at their profession, what they know. They're a little behind when it comes to things like the business part. So all those shops running out of guns, they would be making a killing just buying lowers, putting them together and just building guns right there. It'd be lowers, so easy.
Uppers and lowers, parts kits.
Yeah.
Come on.
They should be going for the parts kits first because that's the last thing to go. So they know that's not going to be a problem getting.
It's the cheapest.
You know what? I'm going to go to or either that or making camp stew or deer sausage.
Rabbit.
Rabbit
salad.
They do that. They do that at that range. They have
really.
By the way.
Yeah, we have camp stew making classes and deer sausage making classes and.
Tell them you need a rabbit class because that's what you're going to be eating in the next year. You need to start
rabbits.
You need to start making your.
They're bouncing all over the place. They're bouncing all over the place. But
you need to making some stuff. Make yourself a wabbit habitat. Make sure your neighbors can't get to it either. Put up some concertina wire.
I will teach Autumn how to skin a rabbit.
Yeah, I don't want to
get hungry enough. You won't have to teach her.
I have a question now. I have a question. Are you guys real game eaters? Like you guys eat game? You actually hunt game and eat it?
I've actually never been hunting.
No,
I've never been hunting, but I have ate hunted game.
Like pheasant. Pheasant is the question. Now I was in South Carolina and they had pheasant on the menu, but I'm like, I don't even know what the texture of a pheasant would be. I mean, is it? I don't know. Like I
could just tell you because I know a Canadian who hunts birds and eats it, and he only eats game. So he told me most birds like that are highly red meat. So. And it's kind of dark red at that.
Not like a duck. The duck meat is really
no. It's more close to a pigeon.
See, I've not had a pigeon or any of that, so.
And the closest thing you can have to a pigeon is a Cornish hen.
Sex spot. So you got a sex spot in the chats there.
Sexy too much for you, Coleman? How are you doing?
That's a sex spot. Get rid of it before it's going to bring others.
Really?
Yes, get rid of it. It's gonna kill you. It's gonna shut down your chats.
No!
There it is. Get rid of it. Freaking Skynet.
No.
Skynet's getting horny.
The sexuals.
Yeah, I don't like loaded things like that.
So it's a bot. It's a bot. So they got smarter. Then it's not just giving you pre-recorded messages.
I get it. Remember when we talked about this last night?
Yeah. So you probably got it right. I don't want to see
we were just talking about this.
Because if you get a bot in the chat, if you get one of these bots in the chat room, you don't remove it right away. It's a lot of other bots start showing up, and what they do is they just copy and paste other people's messages. Yeah.
Oh my God! Here you go. What just happened? Yeah, I'm just saying a name like that. Like, what in the entire heck are you trying to do here? Yeah, but
porn spam. Porn spam.
Okay, I got something for you. Got something. Let's see. We got some dogs at the protest. Rocket. But
pulling in the mo. I appreciate you once again.
I think I'm kind of frozen over there.
You can full screen the YouTube channel, and it will stay just in the browser.
Let me see if I can do it. Either that or StreamYard is messing around. Okay, let's blow it up. About Time sent me that full interview of Biden's interview with Mika. That was hard to watch. Yikes! What is this?
Oh.
I think I'm malfunctioning. No, this is somebody else's channel.
Hey, we got a commercial. Hey.
No.
Hey, must be the money.
No. Okay, so I think here we go. We're coming back here. Struggle is real.
Their worst. We can open
commercial. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Maybe you could upgrade to a real computer.
Hey, easy. Easy on us Mac users. You know, I just came from the
Mac. Yeah, I miss Mac.
I think Huntington Beach had one too. Yeah, but you know. I said, oh, they're all white and they're all rich and they're enough already.
It is not 6 feet, Phil Viz.
Hey, about time. You my guy, brother. Hey, we got a link sometime, man.
This is San Diego downtown, right in front of all the courthouses.
He's ready for Comic-Con.
John.
Keep showing up. Probably at least several thousand. It's going on all over the state. San Francisco, Los Angeles, Orange County, San Bernardino. Gotta open it up, man. Gotta open business up.
Gotta open business up.
Do the right thing, Houston. What's in your life?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no Comic-Con. That's why I'm wearing my mask now, Eric.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I think I missed my time to do Comic-Con.
Hey.
Okay, everybody's frozen now. What's happening?
Yeah, I know.
Hang on, I'm gonna close some of this stuff up in the background. See if I can't help us out.
Be careful with him.
Okay. Frozen pizza. Hold on. Looks like it's gonna catch up now. You guys are in slow-mo.
Old school. Help.
Yeah, old school. Come on, tell us where we're going wrong.
You turn off your green screen. Chances are it's wearing your computer down. You can't do too much right now.
Can't be too many things at one time. All right.
He bite too many bits.
It takes a lot to run the green screen.
Does it really? You really think so? Okay, well, I'll fix it up. Right? I'll downgrade.
And now you're frozen.
I'll downgrade my green screen and be green. Okay. Been green for a long time.
Right. So now we see you in this perfect time. No longer frozen. But the video is still freezing.
Okay, one thing at a time, boss.
Okay. All right. We're getting back at it. Here we go. Let's get it.
Okay, it's buffering. I don't know. How do I know it's not big tech telling me? I don't approve of your protesting.
Oh, they do it all the time. False information, remember?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You changed it?
I guess it got a commercial. Somebody's monetized. That's what happens when you're monetized. He says, okay, you can borrow my Galaxy Android.
There you go. That'll work.
Did it restart?
Right.
No.
What type of mask is that?
It's a I got one of those kind of masks. Mine's a little
it didn't restart. It's fine. Onward and upward.
Mine is a little good. Lights up in the dark. LED. And then I have this mask.
I tried to blow up the screen. She says people are upset. You think?
Nobody puts baby in a corner. I think it's safe to say that no one gives a shit about wearing masks right now. The mask. Thank God for this tree, man. I'd be melting in that sun. Thank you.
I guess people
down in LA and shit are looking like. They gotta be huge.
Okay, guys. So, give you a little break on that. You kind of get the drift.
Yep.
Yeah, but you know, that's what's going on. So I guess you can expect weekends and maybe it's at Fridays is when these things will kick off every week. Monday through Monday, then start up again on Friday through Sundays.
You only get a break on Sundays.
You know what? Well, you know, when you're not, remember when you were a kid, you had summers off, you started forgetting what day it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, these guys are on that's exactly what's going to go on here. They don't care what day it is. They probably don't even know what day it is. It's just another day that they're not working and they're pissed off about it.
Yeah,
I haven't worked for a month.
I wouldn't be surprised if this goes on
the whole summer.
Gavin Newsom trying to punish them by keeping out of work longer.
Yeah, he's just going to keep getting. I guess he doesn't want the press. I mean, they're going to send on. Show the footage of him getting. I don't know, getting. See the recall thing. I don't know what happened with the recall situation. I think they started doing some bureaucracy mess. Oh, something about the signatures. People signed the signatures, and I don't know what happened because it had to be on a specific size paper. Those people were intense trying to check all the boxes to get those signatures.
They kept.
Oh, that's definitely government talking.
California kept legislating.
I know that.
California kept legislating to change it.
Really? Man, I'm telling you, that was stress. That was stressful. It was hard work. I mean, some people got threatened.
I give us a week before we see drones on footage.
They were.
People are already taking videos of the drones.
I haven't seen them, so that's why I said it. I'm talking about, social media platforms and such being shared, so everybody. They made an announcement, and I heard about it, but I haven't seen one.
Well, here's the other thing. It was, I think, what did I see? An interview today with Nancy saying, well, we just need to be able to track everyone.
Okay, Chip, Mrs. Chip.
We go from vaccines. We go from this to vaccines to chipping. What else is next? Old school.
They're just doing everything they can to distract people. They're just raising the fear level, saying that these are all the things we need to do to combat this thing. No, they just want to scare people, and some people are genuinely getting terrified right now. It is horrible. People are going to be having heart attacks over this shit. I guess the next thing is Nancy Pelosi gets another refrigerator and brags about it on live TV.
She loves her chocolate and her ice cream. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I can't take her. I can't take her anymore. And because they were saying to recall her too in the protest in Sacramento today.
So she just endorsed.
Well, I can't believe they're blaming the Democrats. That's all. I can't believe they're blaming the Democrats for all this. And we're a champion for everybody.
Okay, Creepy Joe.
I mean, yeah, Creepy Joe. I saw that full interview with Creepy Joe.
Me too. This morning.
I'm just wondering, are they going to really search that? Are they really looking for the truth on that? I don't think so.
They can't, because they came out with the campaign "Believe All Women."
The Me Too movement.
Believe all women first.
But everybody in that party is rallying behind Biden, including Kamala
Harris. Exactly. So,
yeah, and she was on. She was.
Think about it. She's the last person.
Think
about it. Remember how she got promoted? She had something going on with her boss, and her boss even come out and said, "Yeah, I tapped that."
This is common in Congress. Literally.
Wow.
This is back in Frisco. Back in Frisco, so she don't care about Tara Reid. I mean, she'd probably yell at Tara Reid for not getting the promotion out of it.
Exactly. And you didn't get a promotion? Come on. He's above you in power.
That's your fault. That's your fault.
You knew what you were supposed to do.
You didn't negotiate? That's your...
I mean, the first spies were invented specifically to have sex with somebody and get information from them.
Okay, here it is. About Time says Pelosi vaccine chip ice cream.
You're right. She doesn't know what you would do without you.
Shout out to Resound Million. Resound Million. Kombucha. Oh my God. Keep the face that kombucha. Okay. Only on Black Spring, right? We have these times.
Vaccine chip. Yeah. What would I do? I don't know what I would do without chocolate chip ice cream. I don't know.
But so what we're gonna do is we'll probably wrap this one up in about 5 minutes. Actually, we'll wrap it up with just a word from our speaker.
All right.
One day somebody said, "Oh, she's the best speaker we've ever had." And I was like, "Oh my God, this is really a bad movie." Okay, hold on just a second. All right. Okay, here we go. From our prayerful speaker.
Oh my fucking God.
Wait, hold on here.
I apologize.
In the U.S. Joining us now to talk about this and more is House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Good morning, Madam Speaker. So that was the breaking news that we just had moments ago. And of course, these are jaw-dropping numbers. I mean, 30 million Americans in the past 6 weeks, 18.6% of the U.S. workforce has now filed for unemployment. I mean, so that's basically the unemployment rate. What when you hear these numbers, when do you think that those numbers of jobless people will start going down instead of up every week?
Well, if I knew that, it would be a great thing if any of us knew that. But the fact is, we have to do everything in our power to make a path for that to happen. I myself think that the path to our re-entering the economy is testing, testing, testing. It all comes back to science and the health and well-being of the American people. So we're talking about people's lives, and the jaw-dropping figure of over 60,000 Americans already lost their lives to the coronavirus. And now we have these numbers which are only increasing by the week. Hopefully, if we have, I believe that we have to have a path that is about testing, so that there's confidence for people when certain opportunities that open up are there, that they have the confidence that they could join the workforce because other people there have been tested as well. You cannot turn the economy around without the scientific leadership on it. And again, testing, contact tracing, isolation,
put your mask on, lady. Put your mask
on. So that people will go forward. Because God bless the American people. This is about workers and their families. And if you want to go in the workforce and take a risk and then bring that home to your family, you have to think many times over about that.
I also want to ask you about states and about the federal aid. You can call it federal aid, you can call it a bailout, whatever you want, but what the governors say they need. And as you know, a week ago,
it's New York that's asking for a ton of money.
Basically suggested his preference to allow some states to go bankrupt over bailing them out. I mean, let me quickly quote him. He said, "We're not interested in solving their pension problems for them. We're not interested in rescuing them from bad decisions they've made in the past." It sounds like he has softened his rhetoric since then. So are states going to get federal money?
Yes, indeed. Let me just say that what the distinguished leader said was an excuse and not a reason to do something. Everything we have done in the 4 bills that we have passed, all of which have been strongly bipartisan, and I'm very proud of that, has been about the coronavirus. It's not about one thing or another. It's about the coronavirus. So when we're looking at the states and municipalities and counties and the assistance that we would give them, we're looking at what are your outlays for the coronavirus and what is your revenue lost because of the coronavirus. It has nothing to do with anything that went before. Same thing with the hospitals. It's about what have you spent on the coronavirus and what have you lost on the coronavirus?
Jeez,
all of that. And so when he says that, he references Illinois. All the troubles in Illinois came to a Republican governor. So he's making it look like there's some blue state, red state thing here that we're bailing out. It has nothing to do with any other issues of the budget of any state. It only has to do with the coronavirus. And the governors are united. Democrats and Republicans. The mayors are united. Democrats and Republicans. Counties, everybody is united in saying, in order for us to survive, we need to have these resources, and they will.
And how much money will they get? Governors want 500
billion.
Thank you. And so, I mean, I'm talking about the national governors. NBT. I mean, we're also talking a trillion, but I mean, the Governors Association, that's the figure they've used. So what figure are you using?
100 billion.
I'm looking to them of the assessment they have about the expenses that relate to outlays for corona and revenue lost. We're not going to be able to cover all of it, but we'll be able to enable them to have sustainability. But understand this, that 500 billion, should that be the number, is not for 1 year. That's more like over 3 year period.
All right, enough of her. Ladies and gentlemen, you get the lip service, you get the talking heads. And any last words from my distinguished guest from Old School Wolf Media or DJ Vision Barnett? What do you say?
Just everybody just stay safe and
no, that's not the right term. I'll tell you the right slogan, but go ahead.
I'm specifically talking about physical safety, not viral related anything. as far as firearms are concerned. Stay safe. And everything. Oh, he coughed. I'm scared. But anyway,
digital woofu. Digital woofu.
He needs to get rid of this. He sneezed, he coughed, I'm scared. Tactic mess. 1. 2. Help each other, man. Check on each other. Make sure people who own their own company, small businesses and companies, that they're okay, and check on their, if their companies are going to a plummet, check on their companies and families, and do whatever you can to help. In the meantime, help them understand to be self-sufficient and don't depend on the government. These are positive things. Grow your own fruits and vegetables. Freedom seeds and boomsticks are always good, and things like that. Exactly. So, fill yourself with vitamin C and go out and get some sun, vitamin D, and get your ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, and please, please, please help people who are helping other people. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, old school. Last words go to you. I'll do one final shout out and I'll wrap us up like Bodo wrap.
Well, thank you for having me. Happy to be here. Thank you to everyone watching this. Stayed with us all night, even though I just got here like 5 minutes ago. Thank you to everyone that's watching this in replay, and stay educated about what's going on in the world around you. We're being lied to, so it's up to us to try to tell each other, try and pass the word from one state to the other what's truly going on, since Facebook is deleting all that stuff.
Yeah. So, okay, with that said, thanks so much from both of you. About time, shout out to you. Shout out to Rick Bo's Rides. About time says I'm coughing two now. Oh my gosh. Thumbs up, guys. I appreciate that. Shout out to Reese and Million. Inamo, Cooking Inamo. Snapzilla, shout out to you. Old School Wolves here.
Inamo. About time, my guy.
Okay.
Send me a comment about time, please. I'll get back at you.
Old Head Goose, Keith the Face, and who else is there left? If I left Neo MK, I think that's it. Lolo Gold TV, Sweet Tooth 003. And that's going to wrap us up for this time. Boss Chick number 1. You guys are intense on the names. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me on this segment of Black Spring. Stay free. Thanks, guys.
Night, everyone.
Good night.
Right. Appreciate you.